is the state reptile of Florida. Goes chomp, chomp. This one goes by the name of Rigatoni. Mr. Tony is about 4 months old. So this is our American alligator, okay? So now that he's out, we have to keep nice and quiet. And I know he's super, super cool, right? Now, Tony is with us because we're basically just taking care of him for a little bit. Then he goes back to another sanctuary. So he lives at another sanctuary. We're just taking care of him. And then once he's a little bit bigger, he goes back to them. Now, as far as our alligator goes, they start off really small. So can you guys look at your hand for me? All right, so an alligator is just a little bit bigger than your hand when they're first born. So if a gator is this big when they're first born, do you think they have a lot of predators, a lot of things trying to eat them?
No.
Yeah, right? If they're this small, they have a lot of things that try to eat them. So they have a couple things to help protect themselves. The first is their color, all right? So you guys see those stripes on it. It only has those when it's a baby. It loses those once they're about 4 to 5 years old, okay? The reason why it has those colors is to help it blend in, or what's the big word for blending in? Camouflage, right? So it helps them camouflage. That way, none of the big animals can see them. But they have something else that's pretty cool to help protect themselves, and that is going to be their mom. So mama gators are very protective of their babies. So much so that all a baby gator has to do to call their mom is let out a little grunt that goes like this. Ear, ear, ear. And that is basically their way of saying, hey mom, come help me, come get me. And mom hears that and she says, oh, something's trying to get my baby. And she swims over as fast as she can. She scoops up her babies in her mouth and she takes them right to safety. But something else that our gators have that's pretty cool, I know it's hard to see because they're super, super tiny right now. Remember, questions in a little bit, okay? Put your hands down. Is their teeth. They have lots and lots of teeth, and they're born with all their teeth in their mouth. Right now, Mr. Tony has just about 80 teeth in his mouth. And the cool thing is, he's always losing his teeth. So with you guys, some of you guys might just be starting to lose your baby teeth, getting adult teeth in. Some of my back might be already lose most of our teeth or getting our adult teeth now. But as you are losing your baby teeth, once you get your adult tooth, if you lose an adult tooth, you get another tooth after that? No, right? Well, our gator can lose a tooth, then get another tooth, then lose a tooth, get another tooth, over and over and over, meaning guess what? Our alligator can go through up to 3,000 to 4,000 teeth in its lifetime. That is a lot of teeth. Now, something else about our gator is they love to swim. Do you guys like to swim? Yeah. All right, so when you guys are swimming, when you're underwater, are we breathing underwater or holding our breath? Holding our breath, right? So we have to hold our breath because we don't breathe underwater. Now, a lot of times people think our alligator, when he's underwater, they think that he is breathing underwater. But guess what? Did you know he breathes air just like we do? So when he's underwater, he has to hold his breath. Now, he can hold his breath for a very long time, though. He can hold them for up to 2 hours long. That's like if you guys have a favorite movie you like to watch, just say you're watching that movie, but the whole time you hold your breath, that is how long he can hold his breath for, up to 2 hours long. A super, super long time. Something else about our gator is when they are underwater, they have something else to help them. When you guys are underwater, have you guys ever worn goggles? Yeah, okay. So goggles have a purpose of what? Why do we wear goggles? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're going to tell me, my friend all the way in the back.
To protect your eyes from getting water in it.
Exactly, right? To protect your eyes from getting water in it, help us see underwater. Well, our gator's the same way. He does not want water in his eyes, okay? So he actually has a clear eyelid that goes back and forth like this. It's called a nictitating membrane, and it acts just like a pair of gator goggles. It covers his eyes to help him see underwater and help protect his eyes from anything that might be underwater. Now, something else about our gator that's pretty cool is their tail. So you guys see him moving back and forth with that tail? That tail is super strong. That tail is super powerful. And did you guys know that's actually how our gator swims? So he swims using that tail. Now something else fun about our gator, I'm going to actually let you guys pass this around. This is called a scoop. So that scoop that you're holding, that actually are a bunch of them that cover, bless you, it covers an alligator's back. So you guys can go ahead and pass that around. You can feel it's nice and hard. Make sure you pass it to your friend, okay? And they are made up of bone. So it kind of acts like the gator's armor. It helps protect his back so nothing can hurt him from the top. And then they also help keep him warm. So everything connects and helps keep him nice and warm. Now here in Florida, we have both alligators and crocodiles, okay? And alligators, we'll see that in a little bit, okay? And alligators and crocodiles are very similar, but there are differences. Does anybody know a difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Raise your hand. Go ahead.
One of them has like curved nose and one of them has a pointy nose.
Yeah, which one do you think has the more rounded snout?
Alligator.
Alligator. Okay, so my friends, everybody go like this for me. All right, so that is our alligator. Now everybody go like this. That is our crocodile. So crocodiles have a pointy snout. Alligators have a round snout. Anybody want to take any other guesses of the differences between an alligator and a crocodile?
When you read look at the animals,
Go ahead.
excuse me, when a crocodile then do we hold his breath for 100 times?
Not that long, but a pretty long time. But we're talking about the difference between an alligator and a crocodile right now. Do you know the difference? So we're not doing questions right now. We'll do questions in just a minute. We're going to finish this real quick and then we'll do questions, okay? So we're talking about the difference between an alligator and a crocodile. We already said that one difference was the size and how their nose is shaped. Anybody know any others? Yes. I think that's a good one. The size, crocodiles can get a little bit bigger than alligators, but just say they're both the exact same size right next to each other. What do we think a difference is? What do you think?
Nose.
The nose, so right, we said the nose, right? So the alligator has a rounded snout, crocodiles has a pointed. Back here.
One lives in saltwater and one lives in the ocean. Okay.
Close,
Or
very
lake.
close. You gonna change it?
A lake.
Lake, there you go, there you go. So yeah, so one lives in fresh water, one lives in saltier water. So alligators like fresh water. So ponds, lakes, canals. Crocodiles, at least our American crocodiles, like the saltier, like brackish. So salt and fresh water combined, okay? All right, and then a very other difference, one of the other most obvious differences is their colors. They're actually different colors. Alligators are going to be a blackish color when they're full grown, while crocodiles are kind of a greenish grayish color. All right, so the only way to say goodbye, see you later.